Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spires and Hildegard. I showed this off when I talked about Spire's End, my top 100 games of all time. I'm really excited for this one. It's a 1 to 2 player game, says 2 to 3 hours, and it's split into 4 chapters. So my plan is over the next, few weeks, see how far I get in and play a few chapters. Also, see how long I can survive, because that's certainly a question as well. Today, we theoretically had a gin and tonic until I realized that I didn't actually have tonic, and I had poured club soda in, so it is gin and club soda, which is okay. Would be much better if it was tonic. But let's get down to the table and see this game. I've already played one game of Spire's End. Spire's End Hildegard takes place, just kind of as a reference, before that. Before the events of Spire's End, we have Spire's End Hildegard, which is meant to be kind of a little bit more of a fun experience. Well, let's see. I'm sure it's still going to be tough, and we'll probably die along the way as well. Let's see. Where do I want to move myself to? I think up in this corner. So over here, we actually have, they've put out a couple mini expansions for it. Basically just different versions of cards that you can use. In this case, we have the waffled one set up for chapter 1. And let's get going. So we have our 3 cards out here to start. We can pick which one we want to start with. And I'm going to start with the left one. The rest just go into a discard pile. For the Baroness. Actually, let me try one thing real. This is going to be on the fly, so I apologize. Copy. Paste. Maybe. No. This is going to get messed up for a second here. Video capture device. Almost there. And then I want to adjust this one. Wrong one. Just this one. And do a couple things here. Transform. Followed by, let's see, one more second. There we go. Did what I wanted to there. Let me pop back, and hopefully that's in focus enough. It's an autofocus setup. I do want to replace this camera soon. I think I can get a better picture coming up here, but you'll at least be able to see the art. For the Baroness. You wake to the promise of adventure. A small package has been dropped at your doorstep. Your first delivery. It's a hastily wrapped box with instructions. It's to be delivered in pristine condition to the Baroness at Seacrest Cliffs. Then that instructs us to pull cards 88, 89, and 90. We have here Hildegard, her slingshot, and a mysterious package. So these two get added to the inventory under her. And if I remember correctly from the rules, I can double check that. I believe we start with 2 tokens on this, but let's see if it tells us to add them at any point in time. So then, wrong one. We have a choice here. Do we want to go to the mercantile or get breakfast? Well, I think I want to get breakfast, which means we're going to pull card 2. Hungry Hog. And we're going to actually skip pulling that one, and we're going to do the waffled version over here. Yeah. And go to Farrelly's offer. You're about to order. Farrelly interjects. I nearly forgot about the special. We have our allspice waffles with vanilla whipped cream. So we do have the options here from the Hungry Hog that we can do. Dried fruit and nuts, porridge and coffee, bread and milk. Yeah, no, we're going to try these waffles. For waffles, we're going to get waffles. Foolhardy dollops. We must supposed to have some money at this point. Oh, there we go. I forgot to read everything. We're supposed to have, I forgot to give us 3 gold, which we're going to put over in the inventory, and 2 for the feats of marksmanship. So we're going to pay 1 of our gold. Don't feel bad if you can't hack it, she jokes. These waffles don't stand a chance, you say with foolhardy confidence. Challenge accepted. So, we have our first combat check. We have an accuracy of 3. We're looking to get 3 targets we only can use this black side of the cards. And we have two sets of rolls to get 3 in. How? Well, we'll keep those 2. Didn't quite get what we needed there. If we got another black one, we would have gotten 5 coins. And we do have the die from the slingshot. Oddly enough, we still get to roll that because it's a challenge. Nothing. So now, right now, we mark down, we have 1 bullseye. We need 3. We have a few things we can mess around with, potentially. We're going to just start out by rolling again. Oof. Absolutely nothing that we need there. So we have to set aside a die still. Again, nothing. 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 I can spend 2 to add a full additional set. This seems like an absolute waste to be doing, but I'm going to do it because I want to win. Well, we're not going to win, that's for sure, because even if that had been something, we could have only gotten 1. We didn't succeed. I wasted those. And then it says go to card 5. So all the cards we passed by at this point. We just have card 5. Fresh air. Breakfast has left you feeling ill. You step out back for some fresh air. Suddenly, a burst of sunlight makes you feel woozy. You buckle over sick and purge breakfast. You see Hannah, the owner of the Hungry Hog, struggling with a large, wriggling burlap sack. I'm going to either ask her what's in the sack or walk off breakfast. Well, we're going to ask what's in the sack. So this goes into our spent pile. We have a new card here. The Gig. Her face lightens up. A dozen Leaf Fighter saplings. Gonna get some fights going in the bar with a few wagers. She pulls a small plant out of the bag. It has a nasty little mouth that snaps and bites wildly. You're a messenger now. Yeah? I need to get one of these to a man named Rolf at the atrium in Crow Falls. You want the gig? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to add 10. And because we want the gig, we're going to then, wrong one, slot this under. Now, we skip 8 and 9. And then we flip over 10. Hannah, which way would you take to the coast? Hickory Hills would be best. It's just cornfields. The pass through Pointy Peaks is a bit shorter, but there are bears, and the bridge to Peak Falls has swept away in the rains. I'd avoid it if you can. Either way, the paths meet up at Blister Bridge. From there, it's a straight shot to Falls. Best to enter the town on the south side, less security. Try and catch a ride on a riverboat to the coast. Beware of river pirates. Madeline the Mad in particular. Come to think of it, keep an eye out around here as well. There have been reports of cloaked figures roaming the streets. You thank her for her advice. And then we just have only one option. We're digging all the way down to card 16. So you can see we're starting to collect a number of cards here that are going to, well, be just different parts of the story that we could have gone to. Forlorn Lover. As you make your way to the outskirts of town, you find Bartle, a pathetic fellow weeping on a lonely street corner. I don't suppose you are a good shot with that there slingshot, he asks, shoulders shrugged. You're hesitant. There's something off with this guy, but the curiosity is killing you. So we can either say we're the best or look somewhere else. Well, we're going to say we're the best because, honestly, we are. Even if we failed miserably that last time. And so, like, as I'm going through so many of these cards, remember we have these multiple 1 cards. So I think they allow for different paths going forward. That one goes into our Played. Sweet Laura. Why do you ask? You reply reluctantly. I was about to give my sweet Laura a ring. We're destined to be married, but a pesky jackalope took it. They're attracted to this sort of thing. I had dropped it and, well, look. He points over to the bushes. Sure enough, there's a jackalope with a ring hanging out of its mouth. You rarely see jackalopes. There are not many in the area. Cute little guys. I'll reward you handsomely. Take care of it, or it's bad luck to shoot. We're going to take care of it. Hopefully. We only need to get 1. We have an accuracy of 2 and 1 set to do it. There's our 1, but if we get a second one, we get one of our target things. There we have it. So I get to place a cube back over there. And technically we got 2 bullseyes. The jackalope sees you, ring twinkling in its mouth. It looks like it's about to dart away. Like a seasoned hunter, you line up the shot and take a breath. Well, that was a success, big time. Then we go down to card 30. A debt. The jackalope drops the ring and scampers off. The man stumbles to fetch it. Thank you. How can I repay you for such bravery? You consider this, trying not to laugh. What a sad and pathetic fellow. Ask him for directions or money works. In this case, I want money. I already kind of have ideas for directions. So we'll skip 34 and go to card 35. Yes, of course. The man searches through his various pockets. A moment passes. He looks at you hesitantly. Did you say you were on a journey? Not sure I did, but yes, you shrug. Excellent. I have just the thing. Follow me. Seems like we're not going to be getting money. Four legs and a bucket. You follow the man to a worn-down stable a few turns off Main Street. I present you Mildred the Mule, he announces, arms raised. You're looking at a small, malnourished mule, its head in a bucket, surrounded by a cloud of flies. You excited? How's that for a reward? Who needs gold when you can have her? He beams. You aren't that excited. But Mildred could be a big help. You know what? I want Mildred. So we have 39, and we pull card 92, which means instead of going through the deck and taking the cards off the top, we're just going to pull this out. Mildred the Mule. Okay, Mildred, I hope you're ready for the open trail. We have business on the coast. Mildred huffs and continues to eat. Satisfied, you hop onto the saddle and wave away the flies. You bid Bartle farewell. Clip clop. You and your noble steed stride down the busy street. Sidetracked by thoughts of your future adventures, you steer yourself into a small group of townsfolk. A hot-tempered man gets to his feet and unsheaths a dagger. He leaps towards you, getting a hand on your bag. You try and shake him off, but his grip holds fast. Suddenly, a hooded figure emerges from behind and tackles your assailant. Free, you gallop off, then glance back as the hooded figure watches you. Roll any wild shot die. And the wild shot dice are the ones that we have. And they have ones of different colors. They say any one because I believe they all only have 2 successes on, but they offer different kind of abilities with them. So we're just going to roll the one we have normally. Nothing, so we don't pull 65. Instead, we're going to go all the way down to 52. Very different cover. Now, good fortune. As you cross Main Street and head west, you hear someone calling your name. Hildegard, it's all around town you're carrying something of interest. You need to keep your eyes open and watch your back. It's about time you had a reading, suggests Marin, a renowned local fortune teller. Standing in the dark doorway of her gypsy cottage, she urges you forward with a wave. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Please don't hurt me. Or curse me. Number 53. This must be Marin. And Marin is a character that you can also play in Spire's End. Sit down and relax, Hildegard, she says. Candles ignite as you take a seat. Between the two of you is a smoky yellow crystal and some gruesome knickknacks, probably to set the mood. Other curiosities are hanging from the ceiling. Skulls, shrunken heads, foul liquids oozing out of jars. Are you relaxed? Are you ready? Ready for what? You ask. Good. Let's begin. The surrounding candles blow out and the air grows cold. So, skip that one. Go to 55. Marin raises her hands, and the dull yellow crystal on the table begins to levitate. Marn's body splits into 3 astral projections. We're told to take all the 56 cards, shuffle them, and put them in any order. So Marn's test. All 3 cards are treated as separate targets. You may attack them in any order you choose. Roll the shot dice normally on all 3 targets. If one is defeated, flip that card over and look for a dot in the bottom right corner. If it's there, it's the real Marn. If not, it's an illusion. The encounter ends after finding the real Marn, or by failing to find her after shooting all 3 targets. So, we have 2 sets, 4 accuracy. That means we start with 4 dice, and we can use any symbol. And we're just going to work our way down the road here. Let's go up top. There's 1. Keep that one. Didn't get anything. All right. So for the first one, after 1 set, we have 2. We're gonna go back and try again. We've completed that. We're not going to roll, even if we get this -1, it just removes one of the dice. So we would have had enough no matter what. Dot in the bottom right corner. There is not. So we go on to the next one. Take that. Come on. That's 2 right there. Like our chances here. 3. No dot in the bottom right. Final one. Well, we know the final one is the one we want. We just have to make sure that we can get our 3. Well, there's 1. One so far. We have 1 more roll. 1 more set. There's 1. Come on. Nada. So, I'm looking at this. We could re-roll the wild shot. And that's a 1/3 chance that we would succeed. We got it. Oh, I wonder if this was a situation because there is no dot. I do think I remember this. They ran into an issue where there had originally been a dot on it, but because of the printers were like, oh no, that has to be a mistake, and removed it even after the final proofs were done. So I need to grab a Sharpie actually and add a dot to one of those. So now, I don't know what these are, but we did pass the test, and the madam's rules say reveal one of these two. So there's like a layer of dust on these cards, which is just fascinating to me. I suspect that's from the plant. That was that. Let's do... This one's going in the pile. Let's get the close-up. Encouragement. Excellent. The illusions of Marin fade away, leaving her seated across the table. Very good. Your heart is strong. Let that and your strength guide you forward. I am confident you're the right person for the task, she says with finality. I want you to have this. Pulling card 87. Mark of the Grizzly. Can't say for sure, but you feel stronger. In some instances, going forward, you may be able to use the Mark of the Grizzly ability. What is this card? With the bear, you ask. Just a bit of encouragement. A reminder of the strength you have inside. Now listen. My sight of the days to come is limited, but I do sense some things. Trust only those who have earned it. Don't be fooled. If I can aid you more in the coming days, I'll find a way. Good luck. Pull card 83. While going over Marin's cryptic words, you wander through the farmer's market. Fastolf, a local pig farmer, catches your attention. Hildegard, have a moment. I know you're headed to Crow's Fall. I have something I need you to do. Why does everybody know where I'm going? Here's 5 gold. Give it to Gilfy. He knows what I want. His stand is near Crow's Falls town square. I trust you to do this. Gain 5 gold. And we get to keep this story card. That will come back into play in a future chapter. We'll see if I survive that long. 58 goes away. We bring out 59. Welcome. Fatal. Nice. Nice that you got... Oh, you got the expansion stuff for the original Spire's End. I'm super tempted to order those. I don't think you caught it at the beginning, but I used the expansion, the what is this one called? The Bows and Breakfast expansion. This one definitely is a little bit different, but I'm still enjoying it. The Bows and Breakfast had more than one card, but yeah, there was... Yeah, I only got one of the 2 for Hildegard so far, and I don't have the one for Spire's End. I want to get that too. But I have too many packages coming right now. Rations. It's setting in. You're about to leave Grey Oaks. Maybe one final stop at the Mercantile. To visit the Merc, pull 93, 94, and 95. Grappling hook, chestnut popper, and enchanted Boda bag. I have technically 7 money, but some of that money is for somebody else. So I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to spend 2 though. I'm going to grab the enchanted Boda bag. Chestnut popper. I believe these just go back in. You're approached by a shriveled up woman who looks like a date left to dry in the sun. "You there, are you a fisherman?" she asks. "On occasion," you say, caught off guard. "Well then, I know a place where you can catch something for both of us." A little fishing might not be a bad idea. So we could fish or decline. We're going to fish. I do know what this one is. Yeah, I want to get the Crows and Crawdads. I want to get Spire's End and Spire's End Hildegard are two games where I definitely feel like I want to get everything for them as they come out. You've got the touch. The partially mummified woman leads you across the Edgewater Bridge. "I've tried here. Nothing bites," you groan. "I need someone with a strong arm and the right touch. Cast all the way out to those cattails. I can't reach it myself." She hands you a fishing pole. The lure is an odd black stone. It's heavy. Okay, here goes. So, accuracy 5. Well, we need to hit 5 targets. If we get 6, we get one of her target abilities. And most things match except for this. We have 4 sets with 4 dice to try and get this. So that one doesn't do me any good. That's 1 set. Let's just re-roll both of those. Need a circle. Nope. So far, we're at 1. We still do have that die, nothing. So we can actually track. If I pop up here, we can track how many sets we've done there. So we only get 4 sets to get through 5. Let's do that one. I'll do that. That one doesn't do me any good. Nothing that second time through. Come on. Well, and I have to get rid of a die. Alright, let's mark down. That's set 2 done. We're going to need some really good rolls here. We're going to take both of those, because then all we need is a dot. Still all we need is a dot. Still all we need is a dot. So we're through 3. This is the final one. We need to get 3 sets. We need a dot. We got a dot. So this is a coin flip right here because I'm going to go with this one. I need this to be a success. Wasn't. And I had to get rid of 1 anyways. So I only got 3. So with no luck, we then pull. Then we go to card 63 instead of 62. So we head down, and we could, well, we can get a horsefly. We head down to the tackle shop to buy bait. You'll need it to fish. We missed out on getting a lure from her. Talug keeps a spare fishing rod for you behind the counter. We can only get the free one. We're not going to pay the money that somebody else gave us for something to buy more bait. So we only have the horsefly. We're going to pull 64. Again, different back here for fishing lessons. Pull all the 91 cards. There are 3 of them here. Shuffle them up. And I put the bait on one of these. So I only need 1. I'm rolling 4 die for it. I'm not going to, like if I had bait for all of these, I would go on all of them. I don't. So I'm just going to go after the one that I can. Seriously? Seriously, I need a circle. I need something here. That just removes one. I completely biffed on that fishing. Not like it would have mattered anyways, because I didn't have the right type of bait for that fish. Let's see, you're not 92. Perfect. Drop that back in. And then 65 is gone. We go to 66. And we'll come down here to the close-up. Yeah, that was a massive whiff on that there fishing. Both times. Crossroads. The road ahead forks into 2. An old sign marks Hickory Hills to the right and Pointy Peaks to the left. Both will eventually lead to Crow Falls. But from there to the coast, and from there to the coast. But you're not sure which to take. A crow lands on the sign, or on the right side of the sign. Maybe the crow knows the way? But then another lands on the left side. Then another. I think this is where the Crows and Crawdads expansion will come in. It's going to make... yeah, I haven't seen anybody catch a fish either, because everybody goes for the free one, which... yeah. That's a 1 in 3 shot. They start to caw at you and ruffle their feathers furiously. These birds look angry. One of them leaps into the air in your direction. Crows attack. 67 and 68. 67 is me. 68 is the crows. So compared to what we were doing before, where we had a specific number of times, this can go on forever with them trying to fill up this track and me trying to take them out. And these are the symbols that I need to take them out. The only one I can't use is the circle. My hit accuracy is 4, so 4 dice. Their hit accuracy is 3. They'll row 3. And let's go back up here. It's easier to see. Sweet. That's an interesting start for me. Okay, we're at 1. That one works. And that one works well. Now, I didn't complete it, but I can mark down that I have 1 bullseye. I would just remove that one, still have 1 bullseye. And now they roll. And they roll the same way I do. They're looking to complete this track though. So they're going to keep one of those black ones because it's the second one on there. I mean, they'll keep They're the same thing. Okay. They didn't get that first one, so they're not covering up anything on my track. Then it goes back to my turn. Well, keeping the only one with anything on it. And these two do match. It doesn't matter which one I keep because I can't complete a set no matter what I roll there. So for sure we're getting one added, but now let's use the slingshot. Nothing. And this is just going to continue. Oh, that's unfortunate. They'll keep both of those. Use gold on here. Tame. No wild shot die on the next set. So the next time I roll, right now, I won't end by rolling the wild shot die. That's potentially okay. I'm keeping all of that. Boom. I mean, I'm fine missing out on the wild shot die this time because that potentially could have broken up what I wanted to do. So dot, circle, half circle, phew, no half circle. So what I haven't talked about yet with this, and they keep on blowing past them, is these red ones. If they had stopped there and not gotten this red one, I could have potentially used one of my bullseyes to block it. But I don't know that I would have anyways. I'm 3 away. They're 3 away. We're keeping that one. There we go. We got 1. Doesn't matter what I roll here. Come on, bullseye. Nothing. All right. So they're looking for half circle dot half circle on their 3 dice. Don't give them to me. Doesn't matter which one they keep. Doesn't matter which one they keep. And they got nothing. So I'm at 5. I can finish them off this time. There's 1. I'm actually going to keep that. Nothing. That wild die. Or that slingshot die. What do they call it again? I forget the term. Wild shot? Wild shot die. So, they can finish me off if they get lucky here. They got a dot, they'll keep that. They got a half circle. They got a full circle. Now, they did get another tame, which means that I can't use my wild shot die. The dot's the only thing worth keeping. So I'm going to keep all of that because now that's a 50% chance. 50% chance. No, I don't have anything to re-roll or add an extra die. So that's just a big fat goose egg. That was actually a mistake. I'm going to cheat slightly because I wouldn't have actually kept... Well, let's go back to the original roll. So that was basically my original roll. I would have only kept this for the first roll, and I definitely had a dud roll the second roll because I wasn't thinking about the math of the odds on it. Like, you would do it that way just to give yourself more chances to succeed. And that was close. Those crows almost killed us. And probably would have had I not thought about the actual math of the situation. we go down to 73, which means we skipped out on 4 cards. Probably all of them bad. Plucked Luck. Let's see, we're at 851. So yeah, we're going to do one chapter today, and probably, I'm just going to look quick here at the calendar. So 7th, 14th, and 21st, we're going to play through all of Spires and Hildegard. That is the plan. Plucked Luck. Free of the birds at last, you start plucking the pointy black feathers out of your hair and clothes. For a brief moment, you are able to sit in peace before you hear it. Something or someone is rustling behind you. Do you have conversation card 13? Spoke to Oyvind about the minister. We don't have that. That was not a conversation we had. So we continue to 74. Hurling husks? Suddenly, you're hit in the back by something hard and blunt. The blow knocks you over. You turn to see a scarecrow not 10 feet away hurling corn husks. Those are cobs. At you. Corn husks wouldn't hurt, actually. Like, bury me in corn husks. That's fine. Eventually it might bug my allergies, but that's about it. This must be enchantment to ward off those rabid crows. With all the feathers lying about, this one must be a little confused. Pull 96 and 97. Oh, interesting. Look out! The scarecrow is throwing corn missiles. Lay out cards 75, 97, and 76 as below. So pretty similar setup to last time, except we don't have the black and the white half symbols. At the end of Hildegard's turn, or sets, turn card 97 counterclockwise. Starts with wild. Count each complete circulation of card 97 with cube. For each circulation, add +1 to hit. The status effect listed will affect Hildegard's set. During your turn, you may opt to use any bullseye combination in the Corn of Chaos. It can be removed after 3 bullseyes. The face-off ends when Hildegard or the Scarecrow are defeated. Tame. Okay. Think I got it. It's just a little bit of madness going on. I have 4 hit accuracy. Let's keep that one, I guess. Keep that. Go for a dot or a half combo. Got the dot. Half combo here. Well, I have to remove a die. Not a big deal. Got 1 bullseye. Scarecrow has an accuracy of 3. Of course, immediately gets 1. It gets nothing. Gets nothing. So, let's cover out the first one. And let's see. At the end of each of Hildegard's turn it counterclockwise. So we have nothing until wild is at the bottom again. So my understanding with this okay, so I can basically use it to get some different abilities. And I have to do it with the side that is pointed at me. So like this, I could get a free hit. This could be a wild to reroll the wild shot die. Tame or flub. Not so good. Oh, interesting. So technically the first time I shouldn't have rolled this. But this time I have wild, which means that I can re-roll. The wild shot die. So it's just really changing up. Oh, I'm going to risk it. Because that's 2 hits. Had 1 the first time. Hit. Well, that one actually sucks a lot for me. Because hit just means that there's an instant hit. On me, my turn. But let's see what we can pull off here. That one doesn't help. Let's just keep that. I guess take that. Okay. Another hit on him. Nothing there. So then, our dude here, got nothing. Keep the dot. Keep a dot. Oof, goes down 2 further. I'm at 4. Oh, no, and we have flub. So -1 shot die. I mean, that's the best I can do there. Another one. He's got it. So we go all the way down to 81. That corner chaos is certainly chaotic. I was close too. We're almost done with chapter 1. Head for the hills. The scarecrow attacks are fast and deadly. Another hit and that'll be it. Winded, you climb over the fence and race into the tall corn stalks. Hurled husks cut through the fields like a sickle. You dive down on all fours, trying your best to escape undetected through the stalks. Eventually, the enraged scarecrow stops the attack and goes dormant. It looks like the scarecrow has ultimately decided your fate. It stands beside the path to Pointy Peaks. You aren't going to risk another attack for the mountain hike. Then we go all the way down. Maybe? We do. We go down into over here. Chapter 2. The top card there is number 98. So that wraps up. That wraps up this session, and oh man. I love this game already. I can tell you I love this game. I like the story. I like the system works well. I'm gonna have to figure out how to save this. Where I'm at. It shouldn't be too bad. But next week, next Wednesday, back again with Chapter 2. And I think maybe I'll do dueling sort of things. So maybe next Monday, the plan will be to do Spire's End. Start a game of that. Then kind of go back and forth. See how well I can do over time. Not sure how I'm going to get these guys just, no. Little baggie. That is our current money. I like this box better than the other one. Don't know what those discs are for. Now let's see. I think there is a Chapter 2 card, 386. So I'm assuming that replaces card 86. We'll see if we use it next time. I'm so disappointed we didn't get to get the waffle. We weren't even close. That is a tricky one to get. I absolutely love the fact that they have an expansion where you can go to get a waffle from something. But with that, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was fun. Let me know what have you done differently, or is there something some path that you've gone down? I mean, I have right here 2 different starting cards. I know those starting cards give you different options, I think. Maybe? A little bit different. Anyways, so I mean, it's a different game each time you play it. And there are choices I made that definitely could have led us differently as well. With that, thank you. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time. So much for watching. Hopefully it was fun. Join me Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central. Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Central for live streams. And yeah, let me know what solo game you might want to see me playing. I'm finding new places to check out solo games. Or good campaign games. Meet Me at the Table is one that I've been loving recently. And potentially the big game that I'm going to be starting next year. I guess next year, because Spires and Hildegard. Hopefully I'll survive long enough through 4 chapters. If not, I'll probably just restart, continue playing some more again. But I have Lands of Galzir coming. I'm excited to get that one to the table. We'll have to see which one we play then. But if you like this content, leave a comment, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you don't remember the times, click that notification bell. It'll let you know when I go live. That bottoms up.